Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sold Exclamation Point. This would be our Monday edition, where it looks like we sell more stuff than we really do. So I got back from the National, and right before I went there, I was having some back problems. They gave me some medication. I felt great during the National, and yeah, I went off medication, and my back decided it wasn't going to be very happy with me anymore. So after a little doctor appointment today, hopefully I'll be back to normal, and I'll just take it easy for a little bit. So got a good sales day, lots of cool stuff to show you. Let's just get right into it. I don't have really any stories today, other than back problems, right? All right, Minnesota Lynx from the 2016 WNBA Finals, $13. Got a nice big logo, Minnesota Twins, TC. MLB store, it's a relatively modern shirt, so $10. Iowa State, big script. I'm going to be selling a lot of NCAA in the next month, but nice big script on that one. Iowa State went for 15. Youth, Bulls from the three-peat, the first three-peat they had. Let me move over a little bit here. That went for 17. Then we got this one. This is it's really nicely embroidered. It's Native Pride. Got the nice feathers on it. I pick this stuff up every once in a while when it's real nicely done. I kind of put it in my nature category. I really do like vintage sweatshirts of animals. They have sort of a conservation feel to it. Those have sold well for me, but I'm super picky. I only buy them if they're vintage. I only buy them if the artwork's good. But it's very subjective, so I know it when I see it. I can't exactly tell you what's a yes and what's a no on picking it up. Here's a great Mark Pryor jersey, Cubs. It's got a lot of staining on the front. I don't know if it's going to be able to be removed. I put that in the listing. Literally, I put heavy staining. Don't know if it'll be removed. Can be removed. So that's why it went for so cheap. Probably went for 26. It's probably closer to $75 jersey without the stains. If I remember correctly, I can't remember how much supply there was. I don't think there was much. This is cool. This is Green Bay Packers, but what's nice about it is this big graphic, real not normal that what you would see. Got the big title town on the back. Now, personally, I hate this shirt, but in terms of what other people will like, that's a killer shirt, killer find. Packers went for 20. And our big boy today is this really cool amateur jersey, Como area. This got the St. Paul Fighting Saints logo, but they replaced it with Como. The script is all sewn. Very well made jersey. This is exactly the type of stuff that I want to find at the thrift for amateur stuff. Great graphics, professional. The jersey was professionally done. This is exactly what we want to look for. $55 for an amateur league jersey. So just because it's amateur league doesn't mean that you can't get a good sale on it. Really, it's just about logo, and it's about the quality of the jersey and the quality of the patching. Next up, we got Detroit Red Wings. This is a modern banner pennant. I've had a handful of them. $20 for the Red Wings. Michigan Panthers, USFL. This is actually a pretty common jersey. Actually, USFL, there's not a lot of rare ones out there, and you can get them for 10 to 20 bucks. So if you see a big stash of them, don't pay into them too much. They're steady sellers, but you want to be into them $2, $3. This one went for 15, so that'll tell you right there. Now, that being said, there are a few USFL that are particularly rare and high dollar. I've sold a couple of them. I can't remember any names right off the bat. There was one team where one style sold for 3 or 4 times what the other style sold for, even though it was the same team. So keep an eye out for that if you get into those. If you find a stash of those. A really nice Wake Forest jersey. I was just listing. I'm in the middle of listing 250 pennants. This is one of them. I listed it yesterday, and real clean, no pinholes, no discoloration. One of the better condition ones I had. A little bit of creasing. They all have a little bit of creasing. That went for 28. Now the reason why this didn't go for a lot, is because there was lots of supply. So Wake Forest just had a lot of options to choose from. We lowered the price to be competitive, and there you go, sold. Minnesota hockey. Okay, this one's all stained up. You can see on the back. Maybe you can't see on the back. Actually, looks worse than it shows up on camera. Really stained up. I wasn't sure if I was even going to list it, but I wanted to see how many there were, and there were none. And whenever there's none, then condition doesn't make me stop listing it. It's sold in a day. My guess is because it's sport specific, has a really cool mascot logo on there, and that's a mascot logo I don't see a whole lot. It is 70s, probably late 70s. But Gophers still went for 20 bucks, even in that condition. What we're looking for is scarcity. You know, are there any others? If there's not, even if it's in bad condition, like that one definitely is, you still want to list it because people are trying to get pennants that they don't have. You know, if that one they only made it one time in a limited run, how many are there really? So that went for 20 bucks. Poster, won't show it to you. These were cool though. These were a Vikings poster set that was done in 1978 by a company called Engineered Graphics. I've sold 6 or 7 of them for about 30 a piece. This one actually went for 16. There's actually a big rip in it. But even with the rip, you know, it's half off, so people want them. I've only ever seen 2 separate batches of them. And then I think I've only seen like a couple individual posters listed on eBay. So I don't know how rare they are, but they don't hit eBay very often. So 30 bucks is normal, but that one has a big defect in it. So that went for a lot cheaper at 16. Then what are we going to? We're going on to press photo or print ad, but not a print ad, just a rip from a magazine. I think this is probably from a magazine in the 60s. I just really like the shot. I'm really kind of picky about ripping these because they're not ads. They're just just a rip from a magazine. But I thought this Ernie Banks one was really, really nice. And when they're really cool like this, and it's, you know, it's still 50 years old, this page. We got $8 for it. So it doesn't go for a massive amount of money, but it's probably came out of a magazine that would sell for 10 bucks or 12 bucks maybe. So we got 8 for 1. I'm sure I ripped more than one page out of there. Next up, we got 2013 All-Star Sunday with the Futures game. That went for 10. No label Sports Illustrated. I do list all my Sports Illustrated that have no label. Those you can still get an okay sale on. 10 bucks for Mr. Marino here from 1994. Then we got a Smoky Collection, Andy LaRoche, or Adam LaRoche actually. It's not a multi-ad. These are pretty hard to find minor league issues. That went for 8. I think the cat's out of the bag was Freddie Freeman. I've been hearing his name all over the place. So I think about 3 years ago, I was looking at him going, man, he's really putting up the numbers, but it took another 3 years. I have not seen so much buzz around Freddie Freeman as I have in the last 2 months. And I think people are starting to understand that he is putting together a Hall of Fame career. So I'm going to be stashing his rookies when I get them. There is one rookie that you should keep an eye out for. Is his Topps rookie. And if you remember that year, 2011, they put out a limited edition set. There was I can't remember how it worked. There's certain redemption, some game you had to do online. If you got enough points, you got the complete set. But that rookie's up to 40, and I think there's only one on eBay right now. My guess is that's going to be a $100 card, maybe in a year. in a year it's gonna over double, assuming no injury, and he just keeps raking. I can see next year Freddie Freeman doubling in price. At least that's what I'm kind of going off of right now, and that's why I'm going to be stashing this stuff and not trying to sell it. Okay, so now that, not this stuff, but key rookies. So then, for you guys who watched, I picked up a sticker vending machine a couple weeks ago, and it was still full of stickers. And so I sold my first sticker. So what I did was I made complete set. This is a Star Wars complete set, $6. But I think I have maybe 15 complete sets. I'm gonna double my money on the vending machine with just the stickers that were inside. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. My guess is the sell-through rate is gonna be pretty low. But on the Star Wars one, because I made the sale now, I'll probably sell a couple more pretty quick. And I think that's what I got today. Nope, that's what I got today. I'm getting real excited. We went to the bank on Saturday, and it looks like 4 or 5 weeks. All goes to plan. I'll have the money that I need for the store, and I'll be really trying to shoot video, like when I go scout the places, and then once I get the place, showing the progress as we go. I was really hoping, early this year that I could be open in the summer. Obviously, that's not going to work since it's August. But I'm middle October. If I go a month before Black Friday, that's not the worst time to open a store and get some early sales in while the market's good. And then yeah. And then next summer I do have a booth for the National in Atlantic City. So that'll be a good marketing opportunity for the store and for the overall business. And that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.